Hey everyone, it's Erica. Welcome to the Jillibean Soup YouTube channel. Today I have a card process video for you, and I'm going to be showing you how you can use a cut file on a card. So I have this cut file that I picked up in the Silhouette Design store, and it's from Jillibean Soup, and I'll leave it linked down below. And it's for a 12 by 12 background. So I just resized it to 4 by 5 1/4, and I cut it out 3 times. Once is just the cut file itself, then I cut the backing, and then I cut out the little circles to go inside. So I'm going to adhere these 2 pieces of white cardstock together, the 2 white pieces of the cut file, and I'm going to use an adhesive that has a fine tip end on it. It works best for smaller cut files like this, and a lot of cut files can be resized and cut perfectly, no problems at all. So if you see something from Jillibean Soup, you can put it in the Silhouette Design Studio or software and resize it to what you need. So I'm just going to adhere these 2 pieces together, and then I'll start to add the little circles that I cut from papers from Jillibean Soup. I used Rainbow Root and Spoonful of Soul. So I'm just going to place them in here and get them situated the way that I want. So I'm just placing them anywhere on this cut file. Just try not to put 2 of the same color right next to each other. So I'm just going to go through and do that, and then I'll go ahead and start to glue them down. Now, I didn't glue them down as I was placing them just because I knew that I would probably end up moving some things around. So I just placed them down first, and then I'll go back and add the adhesive. Using cut files on cards is really fun. It's a great way to add a lot of color to a card, great texture, just a lot of fun. I don't have a whole lot of dies, so I really like to use my Silhouette and get the most out of that machine as I can. So using the cut files on a lot of my projects is something that I really like to do. And if you've never tried to do a cut file on a card, I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. It's just like using it on a layout, just on a smaller scale. So it's a fun technique to try and to do, and your cards are really, really eye-catching. So I will try to leave all the links down below so you guys can check out the cut files, and then also I'll just leave a link to the Silhouette Design Store for all the Jillibean Soup cut files. So I'm just going through the ephemera pieces and kind of trying to figure out what I want to use. I did pull out a couple tags, and I will trim these down because they were too big for the card. So I'm going to run them through with a die cut that I have that is a smaller tag here in just a minute. And if you didn't have a die cut that was in the shape of a tag, you could easily just trim up the tags themselves and create your own tags just by using your scissors. So I had one of the little circles that I didn't glue down, or 2 of them that I didn't glue down. They just popped out. So I'm going to stick those down here with some glue. Or no, I'm going through and gluing all the pieces down. That's what I'm doing. So I'll quickly do that, and I do speed this up and cut some of it out because it did take some time to go through and glue all of these down. But I love these 2, or these 4 colors together. It's the pink, the yellow, the aqua, and the black. And like I said, I pulled in let's see, Rainbow Root, and then Spoonful of Soul is the aqua paper, and they go really, really well together. I am going to pull out a stamp set as well, and I will leave that link down below so that I could stamp out my sentiment and cut that out. I will make sure that I leave the blog post that goes with this video linked down below so you guys can check out more details and see some more photos up close of this card. And using a fine tip bottle like this works really well with the intricate dies or cut files that have thinner lines. That way you're not getting glue all over the place. So here it is, all nice and filled in, and I absolutely love the look. I mean, you can see all of the fun color and the patterns in these papers, and I just think it's so eye-catching. I thought about backing it on black cardstock, but I really like the clean look of the white card base. So now I have these tags and die cuts, and I'm going to start to get the card put together. I'm going to pull out my Big Shot machine and cut out those 2 tags down there to make them smaller. Before I do that, I'm going to add some foam dimensionals to the back of this cut file so that it's popped up on the card base, just for some added dimension to the card. So once I get all these placed down, I will get these backings pulled back and then added to the card base. The card base is a nice white heavy cardstock. So I'm just going to get that added. And another one popped out that I missed, so I'm going to glue that down. And then this is what I originally wanted, was these 2 tags, but I realized these tags are too big for this card front. So I'm going to pull out a tiny tag die that I have and just go ahead and run that through my Big Shot and get some smaller tags for the focal point of my card. So I got the 2 tags, and I'm going to pull out some black and white twine as well so I can get some texture in this card. So I'm going to pull this out and add this to the top of the 2 tags. And this is just a black and white twine. So I'll get those added to the tops of my tags and get these situated how I want on my card. In the end, I'm going to end up putting bows, or tying these strings into bows at the end of the video. I ended up deciding that I wanted bows on both of them, so you'll see that in the finished photos. So I'm going to get these situated, and then I'm going to pull out some of the foam thickers, or not thickers, the foam stickers from Jillibean Soup, and I'm going to pull out a big foam heart sticker, and I really wanted to use this. I really love that pop of black, so I'm going to add this to the card as well. I'm going to just kind of get it placed on these 2 tags, and then I will pop all of this up on the card as well. Lots of dimension on this card for sure. So the foam thickers the foam adhesives that I do use are not really thick. They just add a little bit of dimension, so it's not crazy thick card. Right now I got the stamp set pulled out, and I'll leave it linked down below for you guys. And I'm going to stamp out the sentiment and then cut it out with the coordinating dies that come in this stamp set. And this is the, let's see, Flower Bloom Clear Stamp in die set. And the sentiment is "Thanks for all you do." And I just stamped that out on some white cardstock. And I'm going to run that through my Big Shot machine and die cut out this little banner shape. The stamp stamped out beautifully. I just used some VersaFine black ink to stamp that out. Also going to pull out an enamel shape. This is the Rainbow Rue pack of enamel shapes, and I'm just going to add a little pink enamel sticker there on the sentiment banner. I'm just getting some foam adhesive now and adding it to that little cluster of embellishments and going to get that stuck down to my card. And I absolutely love the way that this turned out. I just love all of the colors. These are like my favorite colors ever. It's got all my favorite things. It's got hearts, it's got black, I love black and white, and it's got the nice clean white background, and it's got a cut file. So this is like everything that I love in a tiny, not tiny, but a small layout. I just love the way that this looks. So here I am doing the bows, and that pretty much finishes up my layout. I thought about adding some splatters, but I really like the clean look of this, so I just left it as is, popping up the sentiment there, and that's it. I have some still shots at the end for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you give these cut files a shot and trying them on a card. It's a really fun technique, and you guys will love the end results. The cards are really, really eye-catching, and you get a lot of pattern and a lot of color on one card. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe to the Jillibean Soup YouTube channel and head on over to our blog for more inspiration. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye.